Jai Hind children. Now let us talk about the biotic components of the ecosystem. As you know, the biotic components are the living components of the ecosystem. They include the plants, animals and the microorganisms. According to the nutrition or the manner in which they obtain their sustenance from the environment, they can be grouped. The biotic components are grouped as producers, consumers and decomposers. The consumers are further grouped into herbivores, carnivores, omnivores and the parasites. Now let us discuss about the producers. Now you all know that producers are the green plants. They can convert the solar energy into chemical energy or can make organic compounds like sugar and starch using the solar energy. You have read that during photosynthesis, the plants take the carbon dioxide, which is an inorganic compound, and water, and in the presence of sunlight and the green pigment chlorophyll, they make the food, and the food is glucose, which is converted into starch and stored, and water and oxygen is also given out. So they can convert the solar energy into the chemical energy. We all are dependent on the producers, directly or indirectly, for our survival. Now, as the other organisms consume the food made by the plants, so naturally they are called the consumers. So, consumer is a category that belongs within the food chain of an ecosystem, and it is predominantly the animals. Some of the consumers, they directly take the plant, such as deer, goats, etc. So these consumers which directly take the plants, they are known as herbivores. So an herbivore is an organism that feeds mostly on plants. The herbivores range in size. They may be very small, tiny insects such as aphids, and large, very large, such as the elephants. As you know that those organisms which eat flesh are called the carnivores, and those which eat both flesh and plants are known as omnivores. So carnivores are the animals that eat other animals. The word carnivore was derived from the Latin word, and it means meat eater. Wildcats, lions, tigers, these are the examples of the vertebrate carnivores. You are familiar with the word vertebrate. Vertebrate means those which has the vertebral column. And snakes and sharks are also the vertebrates, while some invertebrate carnivores are sea stars, spider or some other insects. Now, the omnivores, as told, are the organisms which take both plants and animals. And the examples of the omnivores are pigs, bear, squirrel, mite, etc. Other than these carnivores or omnivores, there are also the parasites. They are the organisms which depend on the other organism. They are found in or on the body of other organisms. When they are on the body of other organisms, they are said to be the ectoparasites. The ectoparasites such as the lice is an ectoparasite. The endoparasites are the parasites which are found in the body of other organisms such as the tapeworm, which is an endoparasite. But can we forget about the decomposers? No, they are very, very important for the ecosystem. They are the microorganisms such as the bacteria or the fungi, which breaks down the dead remains and the waste product of the organisms. They break the complex organic matter into simple inorganic substance that goes into the soil and can be absorbed by the plants, and so they can be recycled. So now you can differentiate and find the role of different organisms in the ecosystem. Thank you, children.